Tim Westwood, Legends Never Die, Corner Späti, hottest podcast in the game, bringing fire in the booth.
She's back, second time round, Josie Parkinson.
The Duchess of Dunkirk, the star of Brexit, Josie Parkinson.
And it's sauce, Monday, sometimes in a basement at a Greek bar in Berlin.
Swooping on the sauce.
Oh yeah.
Spitting fire in the booth.
Famines in India resulted in more than 60 million deaths over the course of the 18th, 19th, and 20th century.
Genau, baby.
Bow down and kiss the ring.
Roughly a third of the population of Bangladesh was wiped out in the famine during the 70s.
Genocide. Understand that.
Oh, come from England. All right, Governor.
Johnson, am I right?
Christ on a bike.
Crikey, Tim Westwood, Corner Späti, bringing you Brexit. Pow.
1 million Irish people died in the Great Famine. A further 1 million emigrated to Canada, Australia, and America.
Corner Späti, da-da-da. Corner Späti. You know the words, da-da-da. Corner Späti, da-da-da. Corner Späti, da-da-da. Corner Späti. Corner Späti, da-da-da. Corner Späti, Jesus is King. Yeah. Corner Späti, ba-na-na-na.
The prison population of the United States has doubled since 1985.
Yes, that's right. You're listening to the Tots podcast. Today we have on 5 32-year-olds who have recently bought property. Also, this is Tots, so we're all wearing blackface. Just wanted to say that as an audio medium. You couldn't see that.
Also anti-Dutch.
Enjoy the show.
Hey, welcome to your weekly Corner Späti. As you clearly have heard,
Josie's back in the booth. 2019, we fucking doing this. Kiss the ring.
Josie 2, Judgment Day.
yeah. It's the fucking sequel that everyone has wanted, and I've been wanting it too. We got the full gang here. We got myself, Nick, and Kieran being Irish and not being able to participate in this episode.
I am being silenced by all British people forever.
Sorry.
You're not
And Rob.
sorry.
This is the Josie saga, New Moon.
and Yulia.
They scare me. Hi.
I'm just so happy to be back with the fans, honestly.
Stop crying on our podcast.
I am doing a kind of Virgin Mary wet with tears kind of look today.
Because of Kanye, right?
Yes. As you all know, we have all sworn off premarital sex for the duration of this recording. It's been a long road.
It's really tough.
But we're stronger for it.
Really
we are, like the family that prays together stays together. And I'm optimistic about the next 14 hours of podcast recording.
Yeah.
But by praying, we have to clarify that it is Shia Islam that is our specific.
I thought we were Orthodox Christian.
We're both.
Okay.
Pick
Oh,
one.
good.
Balkan unity.
I am. Yeah.
Wait, no, then be Sunni. Fuck, goddamn it, I messed up.
I remember my main beef with Scientology is that I remember
If I had to pick one.
I remember at age 12 reading too much the Daily Mail and talking about Kabbalah. That's the thing that's gonna fuck shit up. And then no one talks about Kabbalah anymore. Red bracelets. Yeah, Madonna. And then I think David Beckham was seen wearing a red thread bracelet, and I was like, when Kabbalah? And I was like, this is gonna take off as a celeb religion. And then Scientology just rode over.
How did Scientology not get David Beckham? I feel like that was easy pickings.
I think David Beckham can't be bothered, honestly. I think he's just unless you bring everything to him, I don't know.
Good that you guys are talking about English people.
We're keeping topic.
You guys are on brand today.
The reality TV show based around Posh and Beck's life was actually really good for the 3 episodes it ran for.
That's why they're doing Brexit. They're going back to when Britain was
Britain was
great.
great.
Them from doing it.
Yeah, they defied every single EU regulation somehow.
Jean-Claude Juncker just was deeply offended by
Everyone's talking about Article 50,
Yeah.
but that's what Article 49 is.
It was weird because Jungle Jungle was actually the villain of the show. That he would come in waggling his finger saying, pay the rent.
He was doing a very like landlord from Three's
Yeah.
Company kind of role.
It was a really sassy, really, he was waggling his finger and
just drunk off wine.
yeah.
He refused to speak English. It was always
Everyone
French.
loved his catchphrase, no merci. It was great.
And he would zoom into the camera and
Yeah.
do like a finger up against his lips.
Yeah.
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 Classic Yonka.
Classic
Yeah.
Junker.
Yeah.
That's right. For everyone who doesn't know, Brexit is happening in 4 days.
Oh,
That's
spooky.
Oh, is that this Halloween?
Yeah. You only just put that together? Oh no.
Another thing that the British have taken away from the Irish.
Yep.
Halloween, Celtic New Year.
It was yours.
Fuck all y'alls.
Are you celebrating?
I celebrate the Celtic New Year. Yes, the 1st of December is the beginning
Yeah.
of the year in this house.
Nice.
Yeah,
Am I
I'm
invited?
pagan now.
Are you doing
I think
like
you'd make a great
pagan stuff?
pagan.
Yeah.
I think so too. You have dogs.
You could
I
howl.
do.
That's kind of
I
pagan.
commune with animals.
Yeah. I think you've got a dog that's named after a witchy thing, Nettle.
That's
She
true,
could be
yeah.
a familiar, except she's frightened of me now because I would try too
What
hard.
did you do?
Like with all my friendships, I tried too hard to get close too soon and pushed her away. Now she looks very frightened when I come near her. This will happen in the space of about 4 minutes. I work fast, Julia.
Yeah.
I work fast.
Your dogs love me, so clearly they have horrible taste.
But they also like me, but I mean, who doesn't?
This is true. This is true. This is true.
I thought about being threatened by you because of how society pits women against each other. And I feel like my hair should look more like your hair. But it's okay because we overcame that difference by me liking you because everyone likes you.
That's awesome. We should make this a podcast about me.
I think so. Call Julia and Späti.
Yeah.
Julia.
Do you know what the podcast needs? It needs to be harder to spell for English speakers.
If you want us to change the name to title more about Julia, please call in at +49 112 445 Julia 3 $.
Actually, we have a call right now. Actually,
Hey Josie, this is Vinny from Long Island. Long time listener, first time caller. I got a question for you. About the Julia podcast.
Yeah, Leah.
If I join the subscription.
Yes. When we change the name, it will cost an extra like €35 a month to listen. Carry on, Vinny.
Oh, sorry. That was my nephew in the back.
Oh no! Oh, I love kids. I love nephews specifically.
I fucking hate him. He's a little piece of shit.
In the back of what? Is this becoming Stan?
I've got my nephew back in my trunk.
The Long Island equivalent of the wife that you a rap fan have put into the trunk of your car.
I wonder what would have happened.
Hey, you're disrespecting Long Island culture. We always take our nephews, we throw them in the back. Take them to undisclosed locations, leave them there. They gotta find their way back home.
Yeah.
It's just culture.
It's how you become a man.
It's like Sparta from the movie 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
You just navigate Long Island by yourself instead of killing a wolf.
This is Amityville. That's not Long Island, right?
Northern New York, yeah.
I was trying to think of
Long Island.
I was trying to think of a place
Long
that
Island iced tea, baby.
I now
That's
know
where I'm
people from Long Island.
Iced tea is the name of the capital.
That's my favorite drink, actually.
My famously American boyfriend, shout out, makes fun of me because when I hear place names from TV and film, I feel like I've met a celebrity. When someone's like, I'm from Long Island, I'm like, oh my God, do you know Ross from Friends? Ross and Monica are from Long Island.
That's Monica Erasure. Don't do that.
Ross and Monica
You
were
have
from...
to remember Monica.
Of course, I said Ross and Monica were from Long Island.
Of course, isn't she the sister? Like Rob's sister?
Who was their nephew?
Rob, are you...
It's literally turning into fucking part 2.
I love the banter.
I was going to say, Rob, are you dangerously close to saying something to do with current affairs, y'all?
We have a very strict schedule to stick to. We are leaving the podcast by October 31st. There's no delays. I don't care how much you banter.
I will banter a lot. I'm representing the British Parliament in this podcast. Kieran has unveiled very realistic, like photorealistic tattoos of every one of the friends across his chest.
It's fucking awesome.
And we're just hearing that he did not
tattoo.
consult his wife. So how is this going to play, do you think?
I don't think of that.
So life was that was gonna be this way. I think can we do a really breathy, a horrifyingly breathy rendition of the Friends theme tune?
My favorite version of the Friends theme is when the clapping doesn't stop. There's a version of that.
I
where
know.
It's the Friends theme, but the clapping doesn't stop.
I've heard it. It's on the internet.
It's not in time.
That's great.
Yeah, we're fine.
Are we going to?
So as you may have picked up, this podcast is about Brexit. If you have any other comments about important things going on in the world, Lebanon, Chile, Ecuador, speak now.
Haiti, Kurdistan.
That's what I thought. We're here to talk about Brexit, baby.
I was still naming countries, but okay.
Rob said Chile rather than Chile, so you know he cares.
Yeah. I saw a really I saw a really cool thing that was solidarity with Chile, but it was spelled hashtag CHILI.
Oh wow, that's.
I feel solidarity with Chile. Oh no.
If you know what I mean, hey baby.
And I think, first of all, does anyone actually know what's going on with Brexit? There's news today.
Okay, so
can someone break this down?
The latest that I know, as narrowly the most British one here, Kieran.
I'm not content. What?
Is that I think so. Okay. My fans know that knowing the news of the day isn't how I market myself. So this is very off-brand, and I hope you'll stick with me. Is that after agreeing on the deal in Parliament on Saturday last week, people are helpfully nodding at me as I say this, like
yes.
like a French teacher nodding me through my GCSE oral exam. After voting on the Brexit deal, but not on getting it done by the 31st of October. This week has been a lot of people being like, oh, what's going on? And then Boris Johnson being a bit like, well, if you don't want to leave by the 31st of October, then I'm bloody well going to fucking shit. And then this is falling apart fast. People want to have an election before Christmas. Not everyone does. Labour lost a bunch of people in the vote for the deal, so that sucks. This is me paraphrasing what I heard on the podcast I listened to before I came here. Yes, I listened to other podcasts besides Corner Späti.
Ooh, damn, you're fucking cancelled.
Okay, that was it. The episode. Bye.
Another previously in Europe fan.
And I was doing it for you.
Thank
you. Rob, save me.
Luckily, we have a very Josie Parkinson approach to learning about Brexit today. Where we're
Being
not going
cool.
You could say that.
We put on our shades.
we all put on shades and drank a beer, and now we know about the news.
We all have bangs.
Rob doesn't drink because
Nick
Rob
doesn't have hair.
I don't have hair, yeah, so
Or maybe you can call that bangs.
Oh, you do. You've got like the widow's peak. I described you as looking like a sweet angel boy when you went out of the room briefly earlier. Now you don't have hair anymore.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's funny that
Life
because
is tough.
yeah,
Life's tough when you just decide to randomly shave your hair.
Life is unfair.
You know, he had that Britney
I want to
moment
get you
before.
sued for copyright.
yeah, it's funny because Josie and Yulia, you know, they worry about having turf bangs, so they grow out their hair. Nick shaves his head because he's too worried about looking like Post Malone.
Damn.
Whoa.
Rob, come
It's right in the middle. You can't cut it.
Damn.
I like the
Rob coming in with the fucking original ass jokes over here.
Didn't you have like sweet ringlets when I last met you? Before
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
No,
Still-
your hair.
No,
Oh, yeah, I
ringlets,
do.
Yeah.
like
I do.
a kind
You
of
cut your hair.
little girl from the past.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rob has a nice fade going.
that'll come back.
Yeah, you looked like a cherubim.
Oh, one of
Kieran's
the
hair's never changed.
one of the
No, when
kids.
Kieran got his hair cut short and then didn't wear glasses once, my famously American boyfriend Andrew Ritchie was like, we didn't recognize him, and then was like, is he a model? And then Kieran said, yeah, I don't know, I just cut my hair and shaved and took off my glasses because my wife likes it. He was like, yeah, no shit. You look really hot.
I get 2 haircuts a year.
My famously American boyfriend wants you to get more haircuts.
I'll steal him away from you.
All right. Kieran's gonna get the Mark Zuckerberg do next. Looking hot.
If you think that the Cornish Späti team should all get the Zuckerberg chop, please call in. We're waiting for your call. We're local singles in your area.
We are not picking up the phone
I
from
already
Vinny.
have the bangs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got the call board here. It's it just says Vinny. I don't know how to do that.
Hey, Josie, it's Vinny again. Second time caller, second time listener. I want all the boys to get the matching haircuts. I think it'd be really cute. Me and my nephew would love to see that.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh my
still
God.
alive, you
That's
know.
right.
My nephew and I also have matching haircuts. We both go to the same barber together. It's a really nice emotional experience for both of us.
What size is your nephew?
He's a beautiful boy. He's 6'8", 227 pounds. He's a running back.
Oh, nice. Wow, cute. Children. I assume.
He's 38 years old.
Oh, 38 is a great age in a nephew. It's such a cute age. They're such little tykes at that age.
Nah, he just sits at home and just plays Fortnite the whole time at the age of 38. It's fucking weird.
Oh,
I don't like it.
okay. Best of luck. Goodbye, Vinny.
We have secrets to share about Jeffrey Epstein.
That's it from it from Vinny. The call's been cut there.
Goodbye, Vinny. Oh, it's nice to have listeners. If you want to be like Vinny and get a free Cornish Späti sticker, maybe, feel free to call in at any time. Good. The number is HELLO.
Boobies on the calculator when you do it upside down.
Yeah.
The one that says Esel.
No, it's just boobies. You can't read.
Easy.
Esel, yeah, you can write in German as well on the
Oh,
calculator.
boring.
Oh.
Okay. Real talk.
Yeah, but also
All right.
seriously, if you DM us on the Twitter, we will send you stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vinny may call in again.
And a special voice message from
Yeah.
Vinny and maybe his nephew, which will be played by Yulia. I don't know.
How many of your Twitter followers are listeners and listeners are Twitter followers?
We have no clue.
There's no way to measure that. 100%. Why else would you follow us on Twitter?
Because we're handsome?
We really do not post enough selfies to confirm that.
No.
Yeah, you need to have more thirst traps, I think, on your Twitter.
I was called Daddy today on Twitter by our
Wait,
listeners.
seriously?
Yeah.
By whom?
Fucking step it. All right, Rob.
We are understanding Brexit today through a very Josie Parkinson approach. We are looking at one topic.
Dialectical materialism, obviously, the only approach.
We are looking at the cult of Remain. And hopefully through this one micro-history of this time we are living in,
Mikrogeschichte.
it'll reflect the broader realities of Brexit.
This is my shit.
Are you all ready?
I'm
ready.
my body is
We're going to
ready.
loosely use a long read in The Guardian called Loud, Obsessive Tribal, The Radicalization of Remain
I've seen that headline.
by Daniel Cohen.
I've read
Hang
the article.
on.
Oh, now we're ready.
That was actually... Don't act
But
like you're
we
drinking
will go
beer.
on.
I'm not drinking beer.
Kieran's drinking
fizzy
a
orange.
little
Who
children's
likes
soda.
orange soda? Kieran likes orange soda.
Cult of Remain.
Here we go. Oh, I have to read the subhead. They hate Boris Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn. They no longer trust the BBC. They love civil servants, legal experts, and James O'Brien.
What do I feel like I've heard this all before?
And now,
Because we read it.
well, and consumed by the battle against Brexit, hardcore Remainers are no longer the moderates.
Whew. Sheesh.
That's why they're called hardcore Remainers.
It's all that porn they did.
They're not the moderate ones.
Don't show me that moderate porn.
Oh, no. You should probably do your thing. I was going to talk about Tucker and Bertie. You should probably talk about politics. I'm sorry.
It begins. I don't know how you even say that.
Are you just going to read an article?
No, don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. I will signal you when to talk.
Okay.
Thanks.
On the 25th of October, 2017,
I
You're
was
not
gonna
even
do
my
that, but it
real
would sound
dad.
kinky if I said it.
a pensioner living in the Netherlands created a new hashtag. Hendrik Claessens was concerned about the rise of Europe's far right and wanted to bring campaigners together on Twitter. He settled on hashtag FBPE. Any guesses what
Fuck bitches.
FBPE means?
Pussy eaters. Am I right?
Am I right?
Oh god, the sweet old man in the Netherlands being like, yeah, hashtag fuck bitches pussy eater.
If you're a part of hashtag fuck bitches pussy eaters, please come in.
Oh god damn it.
I thought maybe it was like, you know that old meme that's like the opposite of that, because it's like disregard females, acquire currency. I thought it was like that. Like forget Brexit, procure empire.
Oh
Whoa.
damn, that was actually good.
Yeah.
I props to you, Mr. Racist Dutchman.
Another thing coming.
That you're racist because you are Dutch.
Another thing coming back when the UK leaves the EU, all the old memes that the EU won't allow anymore from the mid 2000s are coming back.
Icon has
What?
cheeseburger.
Icon has cheese.
Joss Whedon will be hanged for stealing all of Dr. Steele's material.
The EU are getting.
Icon has trade deals.
The EU are getting their overseas possessions back, like Hong Kong, Derpina.
Rage comics.
No, it means follow back pro EU.
Next thing was cooler.
It was way cooler.
Yeah, definitely. So,
Claessens didn't specifically have Britain in mind, but within a few days of his tweet, anti-Brexit Twitter accounts started using the hashtag. Before long, they were adding it to their usernames so that they would appear whenever they tweeted.
I add that to my username too. Fuck bitches, pussy. I'll let the ladies know. This is Vinny. Call it in. I'll let you know. If you in Long Island, you want to fucking get busy, let me know.
Yeah. What's like the weird left sectarian version of this? Like fuck Bakunin, pro something.
Pro Erdogan.
that is really weird.
They're all just fucking PSL members who are just like really racist and shit. But yeah,
God damn it.
Today, Claessens estimates that 15,000 people still use the hashtag, most of them in the UK. Do you guys want to hear... we're going to dive into what this kind of person is like. Do you want to hear what Hendrik Claessens' Twitter bio is?
Yeah, go on. I bet it's really
Yes,
cool.
please.
Here it is.
Who's Hendrik Claessens?
He's this man
Did you not
He invented... He's the
fucking genius behind all of this.
He's the fuck bitches pussy.
Oh, he's that guy. Okay.
Founder of hashtag FBPE.
Okay.
FBPE.
Which stands for fuck bitches pussy eater.
Yeah, exactly.
European hero.
FBPE. He sings that at the beginning of every one of his songs.
I've never spoken to this many people at once, so I'm overstimulated.
Amateur astronomer, writer,
King.
mystic,
King.
Mistake.
music,
This is a Tinder bio.
astronomy,
Yeah.
art.
Oh, I would swipe right. Yeah, right.
I would swipe, right?
Oh, Rob's not done yet.
Art, human rights. Hashtag climate change.
As it exists.
I love climate change.
Cosmic.
Follow back pro climate change.
This really reminds me of how my friend and I made a pact never to fuck male PhD students ever again.
I'll end up like this fucking dude.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cosmic spirituality, photography.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Does
Egypt.
Twitter give you? Does like Twitter let
Egypt.
you?
Just
let you
Egypt.
have
Like
that
280
Why would you-
characters for those tweets, but like 1 million pages for the bio. Yeah, 1 million pages. That's hyperbole, bitch.
I'm almost done.
Why would you?
Heart emoji Jesus. His cover photo is also a picture of the Milky Way.
Yo, we fucking live in a galaxy, man.
Okay.
Why can you be like, I love
Egypt.
Jesus, but also I'm a mystic?
Yeah.
What is that?
These are the mysteries of the Remain
like Jesus.
And
anti-Brexit crowd.
He has amateur.
don't
He
know.
has astronomy twice. Especially also, I think maybe we should sign off everything heart.
Can I
emoji
see him,
Jesus.
please? Why would everyone see his picture?
He started a movement. He has something like what we didn't
Oh
point
my
out
God, look at the
is the hashtag is about following back, which means he's spreading good vibes on Twitter. He has something like 50,000 followers, 50,000 following, which the left, we don't have that kind of, like everyone's a little territorial. No one's following back.
Yeah, but
This
that
is
ratio's terrible.
an important bulletin from the more estrogen-y members of the podcast. Yulia and I have agreed, unfortunately, sadly, tragically, would fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it. I'm as sad
fuck.
about it as you are.
Yeah.
I sometimes I walk past people in the street that look terrible and think, I guess I win.
I feel you.
This is the problem with the impact of noxious forces like MySpace phenomenon, Dr. Steele.
Yes, this is a Dr. Steele podcast now.
I do. My impression from reading whatever your Twitter profile name turns into every week, Kieran, is that you specifically try and find a very specific deep cut each time.
Yeah. So if you just say Dr. Steele enough, I'll just change my Twitter handle to Dr. Steele.
Yes.
It's currently Good Orban.
I remember.
Oh, I like that one.
Orban, but good.
Yeah.
For transparency's sake, Yulia has tissues because of me.
Thank you.
That's all from the Patreon.
Your money goes towards piles of tissue packets.
Your nose just feels better, when you didn't. It's tissues that aren't yours. You got them for free.
Rob is doing them this thing right now.
It's the
that
same
all
with
rappers
food.
do.
Like when someone else cooks the food, you like it more. If you cook it on your own, it's like,
Before-
this is shit. When
before
I
people-
eat, like,
Before people sent us money, we used to just blow our noses on just homeless people.
Kieran's shirt.
On piles of money, you just blow yourself.
I've been using Kieran's dogs, and they haven't been appreciating that. So
Nettle's got very soft fur though, so
yeah,
really
it's good
get
to
in
blow
there
your
when
nose
she's-
into.
I think what actually
Not if
can
you're
you tell
allergic.
me? Can you capitalize on this opportunity of having me here and tell me more about your Patreon for the fans?
We don't have
Slash
one.
Me.
We don't have one yet.
You don't have one.
But we are gonna when we do make one. I thought of a good perk is that if someone spends €50, I will cook for them.
It's a good perk.
he is a good cook.
If anyone remembers the last episode Josie was on, there was a derail. It was all derails. But there was a derail that was talking about potato goop, which I think has a proper Greek name.
Scolia.
Scolia.
Yeah,
Look
I was
at me
thinking about
being
the
Greek.
potato goop earlier today when I was like, Kieran, we're gonna go to your house today. Are you gonna cook for us? And he said no. And then I
Womp womp.
and then I very bravely said, okay. And now here I am. I had a beer for dinner. Mama likey.
Mama. Do you not know that fucking like?
It's just a funny noise.
Yeah. No,
Alright.
like really. Oh, never mind.
I'm jumping back in.
Just like
Yeah.
I really admire. Oh yeah, this is your whole thing last time. I was like, I feel like I didn't talk to Rob at all because you're desperately trying to read things out the whole of the last time.
Rob is podcast daddy. He's trying to like corral us into like talking about
Sorry.
a topic.
Sorry, Daddy.
Don't do it like that. Don't make it weird. He's the podcast daddy and it's normal.
No, sorry, Dad.
You're not even my real dad.
yo, Rob, I don't fucking listen to you. You're not even fucking my real dad.
I've never stood up to authority. This is very weird.
Rob's taller than me, and I decided that I'm his sidekick today.
Yeah, it's amazing how much power you have if you're tall.
Yeah. Okay, Rob, keep going.
Okay, fine.
Back to the weird people. The anti-Brexit people. They do funny things. We're gonna laugh about it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. When they're not soaking up anti-Brexit memes on Twitter, Remainists can read The New European, a pro-EU newspaper, and anti-Brexit novels by Ali Smith and Jonathan
Anti-Brexit
Coe.
novels.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Europe
know.
was being a naughty girl.
No, it's anti-Brexit.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. It's like fucking
So
it.
In the same way that you could describe a dom as being anti-sub.
Oh.
You guys
now
are.
I get it. Come on, talk like Kieran and I understand.
When you
What
explain
is
it.
this Europe stuff?
Winning sex with an Irish accent.
I know it's not funny, so you guys are skipping the fact that the newspaper sounds like a neo-Nazi newspaper, the New European. But it's cool. That's why there's two options to riff on.
Yeah, there's also a third way.
But like, no, in fairness, I did get some solid stuff from the New European today.
Very strong.
Through the New European today, I found out about the new like pro-Remain
White race.
No, disco album.
We're gonna get there.
Josie just looked at me. I'm sorry, your country's gone mad.
Kieran, hold that thought.
I already feel sick when I hear British accents without wanting to around me peripherally. And then every single time it's like how today I went for a quick loo break and then came back to my desk and was like, oh, I just remembered what my job is.
Racism.
Yeah. No, my technical job is lotion emergencies. That's not even a joke. But
That sounds way too erotic for what your job actually is. Carry on, Rob.
oh yeah, Rob should probably talk more.
They can listen to podcasts like My Parents Voted Brexit and Romaniacs. Anyone, any Romaniacs listeners in the audience tonight?
I did listen to 5 minutes of it once.
Wow. Do they do the Animaniacs thing, but instead of listing all the countries, they listen to all of the like Blairite and Lib Dem assholes they've had on their show?
Romaniacs.
That would take too long, Rob. It's not a snappy opener.
And if they're looking for some Remain-themed music, they can put on a recent album by the Matthew Herbert Brexit Big Band, which includes samples of... First of all, any guesses of what he has samples of on his album?
Oh, Churchill speeches.
No.
Close.
Neville
Corbyn's
Chamberlain.
speech. No, not the heck.
No,
Corbyn.
no.
Neville Chamberlain being like, damn, these Nazis are fucking going buck wild. I'm going to do nothing. Yep. Joseph Stalin.
All right, we're getting a little colder. First,
Hitler. Hirohito.
includes samples...
65.
That's a good one. It's blue. I mean,
No, I literally just the thought process is like, all right, Hirohito, Hitler. Who was the other member of the Axis? Eiffel 65.
Italy, yeah, right?
They're from Italy. They're from Turin, Italy.
I would definitely listen to a podcast that regularly sampled I'm Blue.
And then Churchill speeches.
I think actually,
Wanna fight on the...
I'm Blue was originally derived from a Churchill speech. So we'll fight them on the beaches.
Like,
About to die.
it's literally about how Churchill appeased the Nazis until like the very minute they were at war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do they play like Final Countdown by Europe?
Europe, yeah.
It includes samples of Gibraltar monkeys. I guess just the sounds of them.
Yep.
A swimmer crossing the channel.
Stop it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god! So it's
This
samples
went
we're
way
talking
more
about.
abstract.
So this is a concept album.
And a Ford Fiesta being scrapped.
Oh, sorry,
I don't get the last one.
I thought
The
this-
Ford Fiesta, because the Ford Fiesta is actually made in Germany.
Kind
of, sort of, not really, whatever.
Well, okay.
This is how you.
I think these are good ideas for the disco album,
overcome
honestly.
boundaries.
Like-
No, I see. When you said samples, I was thinking like 90s rap or something where there'd be like a political speech or something involved. I didn't realize it was like
actual samples.
No, I thought it was like lo-fi beats to study to kind of shit.
I
Hang on,
actually
okay.
didn't listen, so I thought it was just cover songs.
Okay, actually, guys. So we were talking about what Sex and the City character we earlier, but actually, what sample are you? Are you Gibraltar monkeys? Are you a Ford Fiesta being scrapped?
I'm definitely
I'm
the
that
Ford
one.
Ford
Ford
Fiesta.
Fiesta.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm a little bit country, but I'm also a
the
little bit
middle
rock and roll.
one.
I'm the swimmer crossing the channel because I could be like, yeah, I could do that, and then,
And then you
I would-
die.
I would drown like
Wait, yeah, is that
maybe
actually like
half
someone
1% of the way across.
There's that
dying?
lady.
Is that
People
like what?
People do that all the
do
time.
die, but there's that lady who crossed it twice.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name, so
Did they know there's a
I'm just
train?
gonna be
Impressive.
quiet for a second so you
Yeah,
can
fucking
edit in
stupid
her
people
name.
swimming.
I think she was called Helen, and then Nick, if you just edit in her name.
Winston Churchill.
The Allied Expeditionary Forces who invaded on D-Day.
Robbie.
Eiffel 65.
If I can continue reading.
Wait, hang on. Are there any conspiracy theories yet about Eiffel 65 being behind every major European event and Forrest Gumping their way into things? Because
We can make that, yeah. Go for it. It's the internet. Everything's true.
No, it's true. It's called Operation Gladio. The United States gave them funding.
Yeah.
okay, carry on, Rob.
The
Sorry.
CIA made Eiffel 65.
Remainists are the people who keep bringing the conversation back to Brexit. I guess I'm a Remainist. They have strong opinions about Guy Verhofstadt and Sabine Weyand.
He's hot.
Us too. We have strong opinions about
Dude,
Guy
Guy
Verhofstadt.
Verhofstadt had
Did you
such
say
a fucking
strong?
clapback yesterday. My God. Or the other day. I loved it. That he didn't want to see Nigel Farage's face anymore and just had like a photo of Nigel Farage, like a gif of Nigel Farage just being like his just goofy ass face with his mouth open. Way to go, Guido. Whatever the fuck his name.
Do you know what Guy
Verhofstadt.
Verhofstadt looks like?
Austin
Josie?
Powers, but hot.
Wait.
He looks like what I imagine most middle-aged men in England look like.
Do you
So.
know a true thing is watching Austin Powers as a 10-year-old British girl? The British thing isn't a joke at all in the film, and you're like, this is just a horny man.
Yeah, without that, it is just a horny man.
They made a movie about
It's
a
just a
horny
horny
man.
man with Kieran's haircuts.
Yes. Yes.
Kieran is Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby. I fucked it.
They the Remainers worry about chlorinated chicken. You guys know about this? You guys heard about this? You heard about the chlorinated chicken?
I thought that's what Americans do.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole thing is, I think that the thing is that like, oh, but if we don't have EU regulations, then we're gonna have to have chickens full of chlorine, and it's not. I don't think that's like It's not that I think it's an illegitimate concern. It's just that it's become such a like talking point that people parrot.
Yeah.
So Boris Johnson's always be like, oh, the chlorinated chicken. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
Solid Austin Powers. But no, yeah, because like it's an annoying point because the chlorinated chicken is probably the least of your concerns because it comes from the place of like, look, the Tories' version of Brexit is basically what we called the last episode we talked about this, doing a shock doctrine to yourself. Where
Fucking madman did it to himself.
the madman did it. He fucking
mad
did
lad.
what Poland had forced on them in the 90s.
Poor Poland.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing gigs ad libs over here.
Gigs. He's coming to.
Yeah, I know.
You know? I want to go.
I just want to add a little story about. I heard about this. Daniel Hannan. You know who this is?
Nope.
Hannan. He was
QAnon?
prominently featured in our lost episode from Time in the Past because he's a diehard Brexiter who was at this. What's the big conference in Los Angeles of all the.
It's called Comic-Con.
The
You have
right-wing
some respect
ghouls.
for the nerds.
The main attendees
Where you
were
get to fuck Dr. Steele.
yeah, where Theory Bodit.
It's called the Pornhub Awards.
I'm doing that on purpose. Katie Hopkins.
Exactly, the Pornhub.
Oh.
And they were just surrounded by like a phalanx of like,
you mean
the underground indie fascists who are ready to pop off.
Is phalanx their word or your word?
Yeah, sadly mine. It probably said it though. Anyway, he gave a speech, a keynote called "The Toast to Freedom" at the Atlas Institute.
Toast to freedom.
Oh God,
They are
Atlas
goalish.
Institute is that fucking like objectivist bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my God, they
And
suck.
at this, the whole speech was a tribute to chicken
By chicken, they wanted to
and
say
the freedom
Pinochet.
and how chicken and cheap protein and free trade has helped the world immensely.
But we've known that before
And
neoliberalism.
it was to troll the chlorinated chicken fears.
Yeah, so like the chlorinated chicken is this description of, if we do Brexit under the Tories, America is going to come in and fucking ram us. And
Hey, baby.
But like,
Vinny back here, what's up?
but like, no, the actual thing that's going to happen is you're going to get like U.S. labor laws where like everyone who works in an Amazon fulfillment center in like Stafford.
Hemel Hempstead.
Yep, sure. That's a real place. Will die from exhaustion.
But you
or-
have these already in Europe. You don't need you don't need a special, like, Poland, half of Poland's a fucking special economic zone. And a CIA black site.
No, but that's what they're saying. They want to do Poland to themselves.
Yeah, so they want CIA black sites and special economic zones.
Yes.
Go for it.
And as we all
I'm not
know,
stopping
Poland's
you.
politics are fine.
Yeah,
See the last episode.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong in that country.
Poland is great.
Will the UK also become Catholic?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Oh my God.
As an
Nice-
Irishman.
Nice twist. Nice twist.
I don't know.
I was wondering this because, like, since one of the most annoying things, one of the many annoying things about the UK right wing is like when they try and claim any kind of religious fervor when I think British people are fundamentally very embarrassed by the concept of religion and find it like they're a bit squeamish about it, and it feels a bit like, I mean, no, not really. So
that's the response when you point out that the head of state was appointed by God.
It's just like, so the idea of any kind of claim to it being like, well, Jesus, it's just like, ugh.
I don't believe that though, because you have an entire like section of parliament that is literally just these people who are.
One of the lords.
I feel like
Yeah, we're gonna hear from them later.
I really
we
feel like
are.
it's a traditionalist thing of just being like, but we always go to the church on Christmas Day, and it's more
Yeah,
to do with
so does my
do with
dad,
that.
and then
But
my
there's
dad
no-
is like atheist, but then pretends he's Greek Orthodox.
I'm not saying that this doesn't. I'm just saying it like it feels like a particularly hypocritical thing because I honestly don't. I think that like the actual Christian religious like part of the right wing is getting smaller and smaller, and it just feels like it's like at least
It's a ruse, if you will.
Well, yeah, but at least in America they've got like crazy mega churches and stuff. So
Yeah.
there seems like some people who are,
in the UK,
mad
you
about
can't
it.
really invoke religion for political ends.
That's
It's
the
basically
kind of way of saying.
Well,
what
you guys
I'm
need to learn
saying.
from the fucking kings, then.
Yeah.
Either the U.S. or Saudi Arabia.
Wait,
pick
wait, wait,
one.
wait.
Hang on.
It's a no, not so much pressure. No. So politics and religion is not like kind of like a
No.
related thing. Even though
They have a
you
queen
got
and they've the
you got
lords.
your Church of England,
Yeah.
not you. Sorry
Yeah,
for
no,
looking
no,
at you.
distinctly
You
did not.
got
You
your
guys just
Church-
like staring Kieran down right now.
you got your Church of England because of a guy that wanted to have a lot
Fuck.
of yeah.
Austin Powers.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
baby.
Wait a second. Austin Powers is the
Henry
Keanu
VIII?
Reeves of history.
Wait,
He's just been all different. No. It's like, you know, the whole theory that Keanu Reeves has been in many different portraits and is an eternal being. Is that Austin Powers being the horny British man that's like led to every single catastrophe or like change in history.
I think the explanation is just that like you say you really want it, like I want a church, and then once you have it, it's like, nah,
As
okay,
it
I'm
goes.
not gonna play with
This
it.
is like what is it? Ukraine got
I
their
was
own church.
dying for
Like
a second.
Ukraine got their own church recently.
wanna-
Yeah,
and
but
now,
not
like,
because-
Moscow's really mad at them.
But not
I
because
want
they
a
wanna
separation
fuck-
of the church and state.
Ooh, are you sure about that?
That's
No, I was doing a thing with Kieran that we're not going to hear because of the audio. It's fine. You kept saying "I want," and then it sounded like a Spice Girls song, and we're talking about England. And oh my god.
Yep.
I can't. Why did I come back?
I love how
here?
much of just an absolute mess these episodes are. I love it. It's
I don't know how to do podcasts. I don't know
no,
if I
you're
made
fine.
that clear.
It's perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah.
I really like it when there's like a space in every podcast that I've been on, all to when everyone just reassures me.
This one before that.
I was actually on the one that lasted 3 hours. I think I mentioned this in the last pod.
God.
This one too.
This one was 2.5 hours. Yeah.
We have 40,000 more words. They light up at any mention of the 2012 Olympics. Josie, do you have strong feelings about the 2012 Olympics?
I had one. I told Rob that today.
My steampunk boyfriend and I went to see some of the
Dr.
events.
Steele.
I think everyone was like, "Wow, Josie, you should care about this," and I was like, "Don't do that."
Josie, you were more right than you have ever been. It's just it's kind of bizarre to me that it's always invoked as this time that like when Britain was good back in 2012, we had no problems.
The only thing I
want
remember
that
about
back.
the 2012 Olympics is that the logo of it was Lisa sucking Bart's dick.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
No, they had this weird funky design of. Thank you very much, Nick, because there was a brief beautiful moment when I was like, is this a terrible joke? And I remembered you were right. It was a bunch of like wiggly, jagged shapes that someone's like, this is gonna.
They were meant to be the continents of it.
It was supposed to be it was supposed to be the British Isles, and then it looked
The
like
British Isles is
Excuse me,
fucking,
what?
you know. It's
but for some reason, yeah. So I think Ireland was really spiky, and then like it looked, and then Scotland was also spiky, and it just looked like Lisa sucking it. Anyway, I mean, you're right, Rob, that there are many political tensions going on in 2012, but mostly the opening ceremony detracted from my birthday party. So
You hate the
That is
Olympics.
really sad.
Everyone should hate the Olympics. It's fucking
Julia,
stupid.
thank you for being an ally. You always have been. I know a woman with self-cut bangs when I see one. We know each other. Have you cut your own bangs? Please call in. Yes, because they recolored it, by the way. They recolored it and added the pearls, obviously. But yeah,
this originally, and those are the continents.
I'm just imagining.
No, those are no continents.
The London,
it's
a continent.
That's America, that's Europe, that's Africa.
the London 2012 things is that meme of like which chipmunk is getting the best dome. Have you not seen that?
No.
Nope.
Moving on.
Okay, whatever.
The
real heads will know what I'm talking about.
if you love coherent podcasts, you've stopped listening.
They wonder what Orwell would have made of all this.
Why? Like,
I think he would have just made a list of everyone who was too anti-Europe, sent it into the authorities. All right, moving on.
what? Orwell?
Yeah, Orwell's a controversial figure.
Yeah.
They hang the EU flag in their windows. There's a group of Remainers who call themselves the EU flag mafia and perform stunts.
EU flag mafia,
such as hanging dozens of flags from poles in the sea off South End.
You can't do that to Polish people.
Sipping on some Brexit. Sipping on some Brexit.
Yeah, mafia.
Mafia.
There are plenty
I know, right?
There are plenty of Remainist groups. You know, which one is called Wooferendum.
Woof. Luda. Yeah, they were tragic. They just took
You
their...
actually know who these groups are?
Seriously?
They took their dogs to Westminster to protest the referendum.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Somehow. The dogs were there, and therefore Brexit stopped. I don't remember.
Got it.
Everyone just rolled over and had their stomachs rubbed.
I feel like that's like a 4-year-old came up with the idea and was like, wait a second. I've seen shows. We just get all of the puppies together and we can change the world.
This is that's like
People
literally
love
like
puppies.
That's like an '80s movie where it's like, yo, we got to save the rec center. How are we
Come
gonna
on,
do
boy.
it?
Yeah.
And all the puppies like topple the
By
evil businessman is gonna buy it. I think it's more like you know at college, it's uni.
Excuse me.
Uni. Do you remember?
That doesn't sound horrible enough. Say it again.
Well, I'm gonna describe it.
Uni.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna describe the process. It's where you're really anxious and depressed, and you have tons of obscene debt, and there's a lot of pressure that you have to fit into like an economy. You're getting it's designed to exploit you. The place is like gaslighting you about your mental health problems.
Oh my God,
when really it's like creating these structures like fraternities. They foster like a literal rape culture around. But instead of fixing it, they bring puppies to campus.
Oh.
It works.
For me.
That's how I kind of see the EU. Like it's just like there's a lot of problems.
Is there
but there's going to be puppies.
I don't want to be mean. Is there something in the article about? Does it look at why this has become a focus? Because I can't tell. I think the thing that feels weird is like if people although Brexit's really polarizing, if you focus on that as like the heart of these problems, that sounds bad. I'm no. But yeah.
Same. Wait, what was the question?
Is it just listing dumb shit they do?
No. I'm picking out these choice parts. Otherwise, we would be here all night.
Are you going to talk about that girl?
The one with the guitar.
Yes.
I wrote her down, but okay, I'll mention it later.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
This is a very strictly anti-woman podcast.
Who are some other groups? There's the People's Vote brand with its local offshoots and
have we
national
passed
marches.
the Bechdel test yet?
We passed it a long time ago. How many minutes of speaking have you had?
Wait, no.
You have to speak to another woman.
Yeah, to me.
About
Yeah,
not
you
having-
did. You guys broke it already.
Talked about a hat.
We're good. We're better.
Did we?
We're already
Did we?
better than
Maybe we
the
should
original
talk
trilogy
about
of Star Wars.
Why do I have a baseball
Because
in my?
you took it from me.
No, you just gave it to
No, I
me.
didn't give it
Under
to you.
the table.
I was resting here.
Oh, I thought you wanted
This
to.
is my fidget spinner because I don't have one.
Okay, Rob, fine.
And then there are two big grassroots groups supporting the People's Vote, Britain for Europe and the European Movement, which work side by side. Britain for Europe, by the way, founded by Tony Blair and others in 1999 to campaign to say yes to joining the euro. European movement founded by Winston Churchill and advocated for joining the EU in 1975 and joining the single market in 1992.
Who actually
like
wants
I said,
to join?
grassroots groups.
Yeah, but wait, like, who actually wants to join the euro? Like, I actually could understand the sense of keeping the sovereignty of the
It's like college. You can't complain. You just have to stay there. Everyone says you have to stay there. Mom will be disappointed if you leave.
But the thing about it is that then, like, if you...
Nick just wants currency back.
That's actually a good idea. The drachma is actually a good idea if Greece never went on the euro.
I know.
But, don't at me.
No.
No, but in the sense of that, then the only reason that the UK has a powerful currency is because the rest of the world is kind of like, well, all right. Might as well.
Why is the rest of the
I'm
world
sorry,
British?
what was that?
It was.
That was Vinny.
Yeah, that was
Vinny's nephew.
Yeah, sorry, I can't do it.
Vinny is talented.
You can't do it again.
No, I can't do it again. Sorry.
Okay.
But it literally goes in the sense that then like the rest of the world just like assumes that like the British currency is worth something, but the UK has no industry aside from like what services and finance capital.
We've got like tourism for like old people with money.
Yeah, but that's not like a stable economy. Like your economy is about as stable as Greece's is. And at that point,
like fire in the booth, pow, facts.
Also, plus, like, we literally, this is very cynical, but like,
like imperialism's not that profitable anymore if you're the UK.
Like it's not what we're gonna find a new country to buy, but like also bringing in Meghan Markle, if everyone wasn't shitting on her all the time, she could be a very good tourist boon. Sorry, I think she's a valuable person as well, but like thinking about how the monarchy actually operates economically for the UK, instead of like them being like, I think the best thing to do is to tear apart for being American and ruining the thing we had going, the cool white thing we had going.
You mean German thing that you have going too? That then somehow also ends up in like
a Greek guy.
Hey, whoa.
There's one very racist Greek guy.
You guys might know more about this than me. My this is gonna start with you saying no. My high school English teacher said like, oh no, like everyone knows that Harry isn't Charles's son.
Because he has red hair.
Because he's red hair.
Yeah, that's
and
what
like,
my mom says too.
Yeah, like, but like every
things.
so often I Google it and then feel really weird about
Prince
it.
Harry's Kurdish, actually.
Well, here's a little more example that people might grasp better. Another Remain group is the group led by donkeys, a 4-man band who have produced billboards featuring
They're
damning
not real
quotes
donkeys.
from Brexiter politicians. But I think
the way he said it made it sound like it's a group led by donkeys.
I was confused when I first read it, but I looked them up. They're just 4 lads, who go around trolling. Four lads. Do you know? It's okay. It's slang.
I can't hear it unless it's in a comical British accent.
Wait, no, we say it too. Don't erase us.
They have a book. They published a book led by donkeys, How 4 Friends with a Ladder Took on Brexit. And I think that's basically the economy. Like, unless you happen to be, you and your friends are like, just funny enough in the right way that you can all like write a book together.
Stop describing the podcast.
There's nothing else. There's nothing else for you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to more exciting things.
Can I just please say quickly, I intend to leave the podcast happier than when I turned up. So
Okay, maybe this will help.
Josie Parkinson here.
We're gonna focus on the positives of the EU. Ask a Remainist what motivates them, and they'll talk about the EU, its role in maintaining peace, the importance of countries working together for prosperity.
Interrail.
They smile wistfully as they recount teenage trips to Europe, where their time spent
hand jobs.
Do people think that you're in like a Rosemary's Baby type cult where everyone wants to have hand jobs?
Well, like, what do they mean? Because this, honestly, I just picked this line. This comes up like 3 or 4 times in the article. People are just like, I just had fun there. I lived there. It was cool. Like they honestly sound like
hand jobs.
They sound like Donald Trump when Donald Trump was like in the hand 80s, jobs. Like, yeah, I could have had some, fucking Zaza Gabor or whoever, and they're like, yeah, 2003, I could have had, Alishka in Lisbon at the foam party, but it was such a good time.
You always go to Iberia with your hand job metaphors. What is
that
this?
Also makes it sound like
a Czech name.
It makes it sound like Clue. It was Alishka with a hand job in the
I like to imagine it like.
Sorry,
like-
your character was murdered with a hand.
All right, try
The way
this
I
one,
do.
Kieran. All right, Kieran. I got another one for you. I'm just spitballing here.
All right.
It's like you've seen 500 Days of Summer.
Yes.
The Brexit Remain
No,
guy is like Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Jiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zoe Deschanel's like like a girl named Camille that he met on Erasmus, and he's really inspired to fight to stay in the EU because he thinks
Actually-
maybe like they're
Wait,
soulmates.
isn't he already in the EU?
Actually,
What's
there
the-
is a movie that is like celebrating the EU. It's called L'Auberge Espagnole.
That does celebrate the EU.
Mamma mia.
Yes.
Yeah, I love L'Auberge Espagnole. It's just
Yeah.
like hot people.
Exactly, and they're all living together.
The movie is hot
For
people
any
living
American
together.
watching this,
It's
Europe
based-
is nothing
I
but
know.
just hotties
It's,
walking
yeah,
around.
you guys can't see this, but holy moly,
Yeah.
the people at this table that are from Europe.
Except for Kieran's haircut.
True.
I love Kieran's
Actually, any
I agree with the
uh,
fact that then if like Kieran just trimmed his hair a little bit, he'd be the hottest member of Corner Späti.
Kieran, if you like cut your bangs yourself,
Yeah.
Then
I
you
just hate
can-
trans people.
Then you can you can join the gang, the gang of self-bang cutters, but who like trans
Let's not
people.
call ourselves the self-bang.
oh, all right.
Hand jobs.
Wait, hang on.
Jobs.
Oh, I just remembered. I was gonna suggest the episode title is casual. What we called a casual grab bag 2 bigger than Jesus. Anyway, it's
Part 2. Wait, casual grab bag part 2 bigger than Jesus.
yeah. I was
The
gonna.
reckoning.
Parentheses.
This time it's personal.
hand jobs.
Hand jobs.
An ode to
moon.
hand jobs in 6 parts. Guys, it's so nice to have the family back together again.
It really is.
In the second half, we are going to look more at the individuals rather than the concepts.
These
Love
individuals
Of the
all just went for a
Remainists.
pee.
We have less piss energy now.
David Cameron, a politician,
He also
speaking to the show topic,
What-
famously said it's important to keep all your whiz inside you if you have to make a speech. We got rid of all our whiz, so this is going to be the half that gets pretty crazy.
I think the Germans would really, and most Europeans would really like David Cameron because they think he was one of the good ones.
Oh yeah, but Germans in general love like the
Yeah.
everyone who's like liberal or something like that. They love Trudeau. They love
When you look like
Macron.
you're...
They love this other guy.
The Germans, I
thought
think,
that was the applause sign when you...
I think when they're talking about David Cameron, they'd be really excited. Like, he is der Hammer. He is einfach saugeil.
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 That's how we speak.
Well, Rob and I, before
Yeah,
we were
Sau was
recording.
in- oh yeah, because
didn't-
do people actually say Zao?
Yeah, they do.
Like,
Yeah.
Get it?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my.
Hey.
For our audience, this is a pun about that time that David Cameron put his wiener in a pig. No pun intended.
That's a little joke for our German listeners and UK listeners to put together.
Is that what Black Mirror is referring to?
Do you know what? Apparently, when
Yeah.
that the news broke about the David Cameron penis pig incident, everyone started like Charlie Brooker's phone blew up, and people said like, "Did you know?" And he was like, "Jesus Christ, no, of course I didn't. Holy shit!" Kieran just
Fire in the booth. David Cameron gonna fuck a pig.
I think it's just you know what feels really incestuous is that most of the British ruling class does look like a ham, a freshly glazed ham.
Had
which
sex
makes it
with
more
a
fucked up.
Habsburg.
Yeah, it's like a Habsburg kind of empire.
Habsburg.
It's
Oh,
just-
those Habsburger.
there
We
was
out here
just-
all night.
when I shamefully went to Cambridge University, I want you guys to.
Boo,
Yeah,
hiss.
thank you. Yeah, you all need to boo me now, please. Mama needs it. Mama. It was like a phenomenon to be like I've never seen men so white.
Isn't that people whiter than Kieran?
It's like a Mark Rothko painting. It's like the essence of white.
It's because like they were like the posh boys in Watford all had like a ruddy faced rugby playing type kind of thing where they all are very like thick and stocky, but that's not the same as
Thick.
like people from like I don't know, from Public school, stocky ham-faced boy.
Is Posh Boys in Watford, is that the name of their trap group also?
Posh Boys!
Posh Boys in Watford. My favorite thing about Watford now, having left it, is how horrible a sound it is. Watford. It sounds punk because of the fact that you can say it with almost no consonants in it.
It sounds like another city that should be in Massachusetts.
Wait.
Can you like say
that all your worst ones?
Watford.
Okay, so if you yell it in like a trap sense, like you're gonna.
And what do you mean in a trap sense?
Like you're screaming
Look,
it
there's some
out.
cheese.
Yes, this is so pure and innocent. I love it.
Josie's trap is a trap for a little rat
From Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Watford. That's a mouse saying Watford.
Yes.
Should we read about the anti-Brexit crowd?
All right, teach.
As you flick through the New European, remember that the neo-Nazi paper. You eventually leave Brexit behind.
That's a callback.
Yeah.
For something that would have been unthinkable before 2016, the quote Europhile section, a weekly paean to Europe and its glories. Like I said, I wasn't joking.
Is that Europhile with a PH or an F?
I'm glad you asked, Josie. It's with an F. It's a pun because it's like the files in the newspaper. Here's the section on the Euro.
So actually, the third
Europe.
option, which you didn't predict it was actually technically both.
Is it like the X?
You want to read it? You want to see it's with an F?
Actually, hang on. Do you want me to read a bit of it? What?
Oh no, she's peered into the madness that is Rob's notes.
We have a lot in common. We're both white countries. We love Europe, our racial brothers. That's Rob making a joke. Another section makes for an equally odd sight in a British newspaper. Pages of articles by academics under the heading Expertise. Thank you, Yulia.
You're welcome.
Remainers tend to put their faith not in politicians, but in bureaucrats and civil servants. But they make an exception for those MPs such as Dominic Grieve or Yvette Cooper, even though she doesn't back a second referendum, who are willing to rebel against the party, against the party leadership or leave it.
What is happening? The power dynamic has been completely changed. I'm very uncomfortable.
Turns out that the only
is this
thing
the matriarchy?
Yeah, I was going to say the only thing needed to overthrow the patriarchy is to just grab their phone from the. Ladies, got a tip for you. Actually, it's been brought to my attention that I'm the gateway drug for men's girlfriends who want them to listen to this podcast. So.
Lady.
The next 5 minutes are going to be shout outs to Matt's girlfriend, Jack's girlfriend, Jake's girlfriend.
These names aren't Dutch enough.
John.
Rick's girlfriend.
Wait, we have listeners who aren't from the Netherlands.
No, this is a lie.
Uda's girlfriend. Jort's girlfriend.
Let's improv some Dutch names. Let's go. Clog.
Hello's girlfriend. Claude's girlfriend.
Just German names with more vowels.
Girlfriend.
Jan.
Klaus's girlfriend. Yoon's girlfriend. Paul's girlfriend.
Piotr.
Piotr Per's girlfriend. Ron's girlfriend. I'm sorry. I love you, Dutch listeners.
Josie's canceled for being actually.
To be fair, I am a little skeptical about why do so many Dutch people like our show. Like, is there that much?
I really thought you were going to say why so many Dutch people like Josie. Anyway.
Oh no. It's because you're cool, handsome, and racist.
Cool, handsome, and racist. The Josie Parkinson story.
Racist against Dutch people.
Josie's in blackface right now. It's an audio medium.
We all did it together, though. It's an ode to Trudeau.
That would be just like...
it's a parody
that
of...
would be loving Dutch people, actually.
We're back with Corner Späti.
Bando.
The sexiest motherfuckers in vetting.
That's not a lie.
I'm going to take that segue as a sexy voice to say Remainists look enviously at Europe.
You need to make it sexy, otherwise everyone's going to miss
longing
it.
for a leader of their own.
Remainists.
A Merkel.
Macron.
Oh my God, Macron.
A Tusk.
Shit.
Tusk.
To deliver Britain from Brexit.
Donald Tusk, a homophobic, racist piece of shit. That's whose name I'm fucking yelling out right now.
I sympathize with the English, because where are they going to find like someone like just like Jean-Claude Juncker, like an old guy who's just pink and like wet, kind of shiny.
Isn't that not the whole country?
They have a couple like he drinks a lot of wine and leaves his top buttons unbuttoned, and makes younger women uncomfortable.
To be fair, on like Jean-Claude Juncker's thing, it's like he has.
No, you said it wrong. Jean-Claude Juncker.
Oh, daddy. To be fair though, he has like of being like whatever he is, like Luxembourgish or whatever that bullshit is.
Baise-moi, Jean-Claude.
Look at you looking like a strawberry milkshake.
Exactly. He's like that's Welsh. Being from Luxembourg is like the Welsh of Europe.
It's like he has like the vibe of being just like a normal like British dude who's just disgusting.
But he's not British.
But then he like also like with unbuttoning his shirt way too low, as you were just saying just now.
I think that's the privilege of the European man, though.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, oh, I also control the Balkans, so I can let myself a little loose.
That feel when you control the Balkans.
Oh God, I briefly like my
you have a gold chain too and lots of hair. He may be my dad.
He has a Nobel Peace Prize that he sometimes wears around his neck.
Please look out for our spin-off podcast. Is Jean-Claude Juncker my dad?
My dad's actually Erdogan, so yeah. Sorry.
I think could we have like
Greece is Turkey?
Greece is Turkey.
My dad also is cancelled. My dad's been cancelled multiple times in this podcast.
Raise your hand if your dad's cancelled. Do it now, listener, wherever you are.
If your dad is Recep Tayyip Erdogan, raise your hand, because my dad is him.
Turn yourself into the police.
Yeah.
Dad, stop doing genocide. It makes me mad.
Brian, you're all right. Have fun at the paper company.
I do like the idea of. No, I'm guessing that was a reference to your dad, but I'm assuming there's like the estranged Erdogan son, Brian Erdogan, who just got like
Ricky Erdogan,
who just got a lovely, nice, stable sales job at a paper company. It's kind of like The Office. They make that joke in their office all the time.
Brian Erdogan.
Brian
Any
Erdogan.
relation? No, I just like paper.
The guys in the office keep bullying me.
No, he doesn't talk to his dad anymore. It's a whole cats in the cradle and the silver spoon situation.
Because he's actually Kurdish.
Oh no. Is this something that you keep referring to this, and it makes me think that there's a reality show called Secret Kurd.
What, me?
Yeah, just because you keep saying like, no, they're Kurdish, and I just imagine a show called
No,
Secret
there's
Kurd.
actually there's a fun conspiracy theory that Erdogan's actually Greek, and I really like that conspiracy theory a lot, because you see a lot of what's that historian?
I don't know. I'm a friend at the Burner Boy concert right now.
Oh, okay. There's this really silly the conspiracy theory that Erdogan's Greek.
Oh,
that's my favorite.
Oh. It's actually like he calls his like strain of like research and shit like that. It's called, what is it called again? Shit.
School shit.
Hellenography or something like that.
No. It's like Hellenizism.
I
mean, yeah,
something
more
like
or
that.
less.
So it's a mixture out of like Greek and Turkey,
literally-
and it should be like one big thing.
Yeah,
in his opinion,
it's either like we want the Ottoman Empire back or we want the Byzantine Empire back. Pick one. We don't care.
Pick
Greece
one,
is
it doesn't
Turkey.
matter because Greece is Turkey.
But it's that Erdogan is Greek.
I like the theory because it reminds me of William Faulkner. If you ever read his books, it's just like the Southern madness that's going. They all like are going to go crazy at any moment. The Erdogan is secretly Greek would fit right in a Faulkner character.
I just realized. I'm sorry. This is apart from politics
Yeah,
for a
please.
second.
Wait, Josie.
Another casual
Josie
grab.
Parkinson's here with us. Josie Parkinson, hot at the booth.
Hot the booth.
Pow.
No, I realized that
Kiss the
actually,
ring.
I don't know if this got recorded before we started, but I said that there were two kinds of people: burp people and fart people, and that people who are burp people will inherit the earth. I think in that they have the kind of big dick energy, but not without having dicks necessarily, and that the fart people long to be among the burp people. But I think I was so nervous about this podcast. I've been burping consistently the whole way through, so maybe I'm Neo. I am the one. I can burp and I can fart. So
You are Erdogan. You're
You
both
heard it
Greek
here
and
first.
Turkish at the same time.
I am Greek and Turkish.
On the phone
The other
cooking
two
dough.
genders.
I'm Greek in the sheets. And
Yeah, you're. What was it? Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Wait,
Yeah.
should it be other? Should it be the other way around?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be. Yeah.
I burp on the streets and I fart in the sheets. Josie Parkinson, dog. I'm actually finding a real weird thing is the fact that when I have German co-workers, they don't understand the difference between you just like generally trying to say funny things, whatever, and then like it being your whole identity. So if you make like 3 jokes within 15 minutes in a German company, if you just say like, "Oh hey, good morning," people will get like. And then think that it's your whole thing. What I'm trying to say is I have too many friends now.
Yeah, it's the curse of being funny, I guess.
Casually throw that in there.
Yeah. Thanks, Josie, for bringing the rest of the pod down.
I wanted to take it away from, just from the politics for a second. Like
We took it away from politics a long time ago.
Rob and I had
We're
a big
not
fight
talking
about Joker,
Yeah.
and we're still dealing with the fallout from that.
Leave it in, Nick. All 20 minutes when we argue about the Joker while you guys are smoking.
There's no, you guys weren't in the microphone, so you guys are
Yeah, well, no, we were still talking into the microphones because we're addicted to...
the fame, the fortune, the bling.
I think we should have a roundtable discussion of Lady Gaga's tweet that fame is a prison.
Or that she doesn't know who Ninja or Fortnite is. I appreciated that as
and
well.
also Amanda Knox's retweet or quote tweet of Lady Gaga's tweet saying, "Yeah, but prison is prison."
Yeah, I saw that from the rapper No Name, actually. So I'm going to credit her.
She also spelt Fortnite like the actual word.
Yeah.
Like Fort and Night.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. A kid that I'm teaching, he got everyone, like all of the kids that I'm teaching, they all came back from the fall vacation, whatever time off, came back with a new haircut, and I saw it. I recognized it.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it wasn't mine.
Was it Zuckerberg's haircut?
No. It was actually one of the kids got an A, written into his, shaved into. Yeah. That was interesting.
What does the A
Also-
stand for?
Well, I'm not going to say the name. Anarchy, of course.
Yay.
He's an anarchist.
The kids are all right.
That's what the A stands for.
And the other kid came. He didn't have a new haircut, but he did have a Fortnite hat. Yeah. It was nice.
First kid's anarchist, the second kid's fash.
Yeah. Also, the other kid asked me if I know TikTok, so I'm like, okay, you guys are 6 to 8 years old.
I think probably what Lady Gaga's trying to do is become inherit, share Twitter. Inherit, shares Twitter personality.
Yeah.
Which is, those are shoes to fill, baby.
Yeah.
I think Lady Gaga's a long way off.
Gotta concur there, Josie.
Thank you, Rob.
It's a lovely day at the parade.
we have more in common than you think.
It's really nice to reach across the aisle and agree that Lady Gaga is too young to fill shit.
Politicians who can get things done agree about Lady Gaga that she's no fucking share.
It's just
Watch
that
out.
fucking meme of Bernie with the giant charge in the House of Congress, but it's just Lady Gaga is trying to fill Cher Twitter's boots, and I don't think it can be done.
I am. Yeah.
So the whole point of this episode is the Lib Dems suck.
Remainers suck too. No, not Remainer, but hardcore Remainers.
Wait, can I read about 2 funny Remainer people?
Dude.
Okay, please. Then we can stop.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Do we have bloopers? Do we have bonus episodes? Do I need to record extra things in case people miss the sound of my voice?
You do the bloopers at the end, like in the normal movie. Like you just act all goofy after you do everything perfectly the first time. That's how it works.
I'm famed for doing everything perfectly.
Yeah. Perfect. In their hunger for this is The Guardian.
Are we still going on this?
In their hunger for expertise, Remainists have gravitated towards lawyers such as David Alan Green and Julian Maum. Did I say it right?
I think it's like Julian Maum.
Yeah.
Jolyon
who have become
Maum.
celebrities in their corner of Twitter.
Maum.
This is a little like odd couple here who we're gonna. I think they really represent the Remain wing. Yeah. Alan Green, a solicitor and legal commentator, plays the clear-eyed realist, slightly outside the fray. Maum. A tax barrister. Did I say that right? Barrister. Windmill enthusiast and hardened critic of Jeremy Corbyn is more of a troublemaker, like a maverick general lobbing grenades and plotting sorties.
So he's like John McCain.
Do you guys know David Alan Green? He is a former legal correspondent for the New Statesman, is a columnist on law and policy for the Financial Times, and he's previously blogged using the pseudonym Jack of Kent, and he is the anti-Brexit hero. Do you want to hear a little bit about his blog?
No.
Can you change voices?
In 2010, he was shortlisted for the Orwell Prize for blogging.
Orwell never blogged.
That's a real thing.
That's a tragic thing.
He also won the J.K. Rowling fucking award for
revisionist history.
Yeah, for your favorite Dumbledore, where he fucking just describes like, yo, Brexit, that's some like Slytherin shit.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Savile Prize for excellence in TED Talks.
Savile. Savile.
Yeah, it sounds nicer when it's
Jimmy Savile is like his fancy brother.
Seville is fourth largest city of Spain. Savile is a pedophile.
Isn't it Sevilla?
This is like an
extremely it's pronounced Jimmy Savilla.
Street episode.
But anyway, your boy won the fucking Orwell Award.
Wait, you guys want to hear about the Orwell Prize?
The Dumbledore
I'm not
Award.
joking. It's a real thing.
The Dumbledore Award is a real thing.
It came out in 2009. It was the blog that won the award was called Nightjack. Any guess what Nightjack is?
It's when you're sitting in your bed alone.
And you write about it every night.
I just feel sad because I was like, Mom, Dad, it happened. I won the Orwell Prize for blogging.
Well, having a nightjack.
Yeah, I had a nightjack every night for 65 nights.
And
look at me now.
Hearing Josie's street urchin voice does make me think that nightjack is just the way British people refer to wet dreams.
That's what I was saying.
Well, no, we call it a scazzy wodger.
That's what Australians call it. A scazzers.
You know what I'm quoting? It's really bad because that Chaz Wazza quote goes through my head roughly every day when I think about my own identity.
Bullfrogs, that's a funny name. I would have called them
Chaz Wazzas. Oh God, being British is harder than it sounds, baby. Carry on, Rob, please.
It sounds hard. I don't know how you do all those noises.
Mom, jolly and more.
Nightjack is a secret blog. It's a pseudonymous blog.
No. It's you alone in your bed and you're
from a detective constable.
That's that literally like all right.
What is a detective constable?
Detective constable is the police officer in Thomas the Tank Engine who then makes sure that Thomas doesn't fucking go wild.
I thought you were gonna like the police cops, like from that episode of The Simpsons again. Yeah.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, male nerds. I watch The Simpsons.
Yeah. Detective constable is on the Isle of Man, makes sure Thomas the Tank Engine does not fuck up.
I think a detective constable is basically like a medium ranking detective because there's a detective constable, detective inspector, and detective chief of inspector. How do I know this? One TV show. But just a detective who constables. Technically, it's pronounced constable. No, it's true.
Say it.
Detective constable.
Rob, say it.
Like Kunst.
Like Kunst?
Like Kunst, but it's Kunst.
Constable.
It's constable.
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 No, that makes it sound like it's artistic. It's artable. It's constable. A detective constable or That just humbled me saying constable.
The only reason I brought it up is because we came across it earlier, and I thought, well, a police officer writing a secret blog, wouldn't it be funny if it was fascist?
Lo and behold,
it is one of the most fascist things I've ever read. It won the Orwell Prize for blogging in the UK.
Prize for being a fucking shill.
He talks about the quote.
Prize for nightjacking.
He talks about the evil poor in the UK, and he just sounds like Rorschach.
He means Palestinians or Pakistanis.
Yeah.
Not Palestinians.
Which ones do the Brits hate?
All of them, both of them.
All of them, everyone.
Which one does not deserve their own country? Both of them.
Sounds like the Joker, actually.
What about, hey, watch me take this group of people and have them disappear.
Can anyone... I tried to do a Joker impression because I deliberately organized 2 English lessons this week around the fact that my favorite and only English student, David, shout out to David, said that he didn't hate the Joker, so I made him defend his point across 2 lessons this week.
In English?
In English. He speaks very good English, but he said yeah, I feel like when you sent me the list of questions for discussion today, you were trying to convince me the Joker sucks, because it started with what was your favorite part of the film? What was your least favorite part of the film? How do you think the film represents race? How do you think the film portrays gender? How do you think the film... And then I was like, what would you change about the film? And also, how far and to what extent do you agree that the Joker is a piece of shit? Sorry.
The movie or the fella himself?
No, the movie. I have no beef with a fictional man.
He's a criminal, though.
A fictional criminal clown with trauma. Nick, are we not friends anymore?
I don't know, man.
But I said such nice things about your face and hair.
I have no hair anymore. That was a lie.
Less hair than... Actually, I'm sure the diehard Josie Parkinson defenders can tell that the levity in my voice is because I have significantly less hair than I did last time I was on the pod. I don't know if you've all been following my hair journey on Twitter or on Tumblr. Not really.
Follow Josie Parkinson at Josie Parkinson. I don't know what her handle is.
It is at
JosieParkinson.com.
My friend Josiah gave me career advice saying not to fuck PhD students and also to change my handle to my own name. Have I ever wanted to become famous? And look at me now. Second time on this podcast.
Not having sex with PhD students.
My boyfriend has a job. Thank you.
No, hang on.
What? Kanye said you can't have sex with PhD students.
Yeah, Kanye says no premarital sex, especially with PhD students.
So, final thoughts, Brexit?
This is typical. All right, hold up. I appreciate this because this is typical Josie Parkinson hours coming in and just derailing everything. And we need to be grounded. We need to be told that, hey, you know what?
Mama's home.
Mama! I mean this in the most complimentary way possible.
Oh, no, this is going to suck.
No. But, Josie, you're like Brexit.
Literally,
you can't, you're like...
we have to come every few months to you and be like, oh, hey, can we still do this?
No, I mean gravity bends around you. It's
a maddening.
It's a fever dream,
Rob and I had to bring fidget spinners so that then we could get through get through this episode.
That is the most cursed image in my head. It was Boris Johnson in some giant office in Brussels with a fidget spinner.
By the way, I propose him nothing. If the Joker had the fidget spinner, he wouldn't have killed all those people.
This is the only.
If the Joker should have just joined the military.
That's the only reason that film was in the 70s.
Got his fucking life together.
Buttigieg voice.
The
Joker should not be killing people here.
Dangerous of you to tell me that I'm like Brexit when we're in a place with a balcony. That's terrible of you.
Because you're going to go outside and have a cool time, right?
Joke it up.
Joke it up.
The only reason that film was in the 70s because if they did it in modern times, he would have had to have a Twitter account, and then we would have had to see the Joker's Twitter account, and also he would have had a fidget spinner.
Is it weird?
Is
it not weird that in the film they say that it's definitely not New York, it's Gotham, but they also have Wall Street banker guys? Hello?
Who get fucking murdered.
Can we do a symphony of horrible noises?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I've mostly contributed horrible noises to this.
We have to end on a positive note. Or we just end on calling Josie Brexit.
Oh no, don't end on that.
It was a compliment.
It was in a weird way.
Compliments. Yeah. I'm a great. I'm going to compliment all of you, and that's how.
Okay, fine. Yeah, the Discord is also good for that. If you're not on Discord, you should fucking join the Discord.
Rob, you're the tallest English teacher I've ever met.
Thanks.
Do Kieran next. I don't want to fucking deal with this stress right now in my life.
Because there's nothing nice to say.
There's nothing nice to say.
I'm coming to your house in 2 days' time, and my boyfriend thinks you're so hot.
This is true. I am. I do have an apartment.
Ladies, as in Kieran's wife.
Specifically Kieran's wife. He's not single.
Hey,
ooh, that's hot.
Hey, ladies, want to start a friendship?
Oh,
Talk about
anime.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Isn't that what all ladies want?
I want to
too horny. We can't talk about anime. It's too horny.
Yeah, Josie, do you know about Kieran's anime habits?
Yeah, I know. That's why I keep comparing him to. Well, you don't know this actually. You heard it here first, listeners. I always say that Kieran reminds me of the kind of person you sit next to in GCSE chemistry, and I'm thinking specifically of my friend Lucy Foster, who...
Shout out Lucy Foster.
Shout out Lucy
Friend
Foster.
Shout out Lucy Foster.
She might have a different last name. I remember feeling really guilty because all of my friends who also like were horrible nerds, like terrible nerds, they got into LARPing when we were about 14, and I was like just old enough to be like, maybe I'm gonna step back, and I felt like I left them behind to have 35-year-old boyfriends at age 16. How
old?
You're just like, I'm not alone.
They just started to
26,
get,
okay.
They started to get very like lanky, boy-faced, weird boyfriends. 20 years their senior, who were also like, I'm a knight. And then I all like LARPing around like Rickmansworth. Yeah. Shout out to Rickmansworth. Anyway, Kieran reminds me of that. No.
Is that a compliment? Wait, is that nice?
From the anime years before they got into LARPing. It's in his times they're like, watch Princess Mononoke with us. Yeah. And it was great.
There was a group of people I used to hang out with who got into this version of parkour that they did called hedge coring, which was just them diving into hedges. I was above that. They did have like YouTube videos, and they would like zoom in when they landed on their keys.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
No wonder you have such a deep love of YouTube, but this is lovely.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, new YouTube thing I'm into right now. Women who rate other people on YouTube's hamster cages. Yeah.
Can I have a suggestion that you have like a Kieran's YouTube roundup segment?
Kieran's YouTube roundup.
Kieran's YouTube roundup.
This is Tim Westwood. Kieran showing me the weirdest shit on Twitter.
Because you're always watching something that I've never heard the combination of words before.
Yeah. So there's this whole space on YouTube of hamster influencers who are people who like have hamsters and hamster cages, and they're just like, oh, this is what my hamster does. And now on top of that, there's another YouTube genre of people who will go through other YouTubers, hamster YouTubers, and be like, this is how they're not taking care of their hamster correctly. They're not feeding them correctly.
I feel I should like one up you. I found thanks to the Discord the subgenre of YouTube that is people who have aquariums.
Oh yeah, no filter aquariums.
No filter aquariums.
Ew, doesn't that like get
it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. No. They have to. They like it's absolutely
meticulous, insane.
Yeah, but it's
Don't
very
the
well
fish
done.
die?
No, so that's the thing. They recreate actual pond like thing. They have various plants.
So it's like
it's insane.
God. So it's like a little biotope.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's insane.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It is a YouTube thing.
Julia compliment.
It's a flex. Like it is like no filter on Instagram.
No filter.
Oh wow. Do you think? No, there aren't. Do you think filters that are named after Instagram filters. Fish tank fingers. You know, anyone?
So the Lib Dems
anyone want a business idea? Nick, you know what? You're holding a baseball. Good job, buddy.
It's because Rob has a fidget spinner and I was jealous, so I don't have a fidget spinner.
That's the nicest thing you can say about me.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
Go, champ.
I really wish I were a gruff American man in my 50s so I could call everyone sport. And
Please don't call me sport. That sounds horrible.
Sport.
Tiger is another one.
The thing is, it doesn't really work that well with the.
How you doing, Tiger?
It doesn't really work that well with an English accent.
You only
Go
say
get
that to
him
kids after
sport.
they've been
It doesn't. It just sounds like I'm categorizing you as a leisure activity. Anyway, Yulia, you're obviously the best one here. Take over the podcast, kill them all. Anyway, that's
cut down the torture.
that's parasitic feminism. And that's a wrap, folks. Tune in again to hear all your favorite Josie Parkinson. You can follow me on Twitter at Josie Parkinson, or in real life around Berlin Neukölln. Please don't, actually, I'll get very scared. Okay. Cool. Cripes. This is Britsploitation Podcast Co. Goodbye.
Best song.
Now get woman.
All I need is time.
Oh my God. Yes, I think we should all hold hands and sing.